All right, so this week we're going to talk about me becoming a pro Apex player, specifically with my skills in arenas. No, but for real, obviously I don't have the skill and or the play time to become pro. So that's a little bit of a troll, but I did want to talk about the state of Apex and what my experience have been in the last 4 weeks or so with the game. Now I will start out with I love this game and I'll continue to love playing this game, and I do think that there's some things that need to change. My main concern, and you've heard this in videos previously, is how do we retain our current player base and how do we attract new players to the game? I think a lot of this is going to have to do with how skill-based matchmaking is put into pubs and how the rank system is currently working.
What is this fucking rank system? This is like
know.
my second day playing arenas and this is gold. Absolutely bonkers.
So in the background, you'll see that one of my friends and I, we decided to queue up into arenas, and we typically do this before we go play BR. It's a great mode to warm up. It's a lot of fun. You get into the action right away, and you can knock some of the rust off. The first thing that happens when we go into this game is that we queue up with pro player Tech. Now, this is where I have some concerns. So number one, this is not going to be a really great experience for me, and this is probably not going to be a very good experience for him, right? And the big reason being, I am currently in silver when it comes to arenas. My teammate is currently ranked in gold. So there's a pretty big discrepancy already from where Tech is ranked, right? So he's ranked Masters, and you can see based off of his badges that he's a multiple time Predator in the game in the BR portion. And then obviously he's also an ALGS player, right? So the skill level is not even close, right? So we know that I'm probably ranked exactly where I should be in arenas. I can't speak for my teammate, but we could argue that Tech is in that same place as well. So if you see when we queue up, the opponent also has, I would say, a super sweat on the other time or on the other team, which has a multiple Pred badge player. So what does this do? So it's pretty amazing to me that, the skill level is going to be this high. So when I go into the game, I'm going to have to super sweat. Although this game didn't feel sweaty at all. Now, a big portion of that is obviously Tech is going to carry us, and you're going to see that in here. I do manage to only die once in the 3 rounds, which is great, but when you look at the damage is not even close from one to the other. So you could say that wasn't as sweaty as I thought it was going to be, especially since they had somebody on their team that had a very similar resume if you look at the badges themselves. And then I had to wonder on the other side, like, what does this look like for somebody that's a pro player that's queuing up with silver and gold? So in order for them to win, they have to legitimately carry the team to continue to make progress towards that Predator badge. And I just don't see how with a game like Apex, this is going to be fun for either skill level, right? So for me going in, yes, it's pretty cool. We get to queue up with a pro player, and for us, we get to see what does that skill look like, and there's going to be some nostalgia there. But for the most part, I'm not going to be able to keep up to him. I'm not making pushes like he's making. I don't have the angles that he's got. And let's be quite honest, the gun skill is not going to be there either. So, I'm going to be trying a lot harder than what my skill level is going to allow me to accomplish. And one could argue that, hey, that's what will make you a better player. Yeah, for sure. But keep in mind, I'm just trying to get out of silver lobbies into gold lobbies up into platinum lobbies. So my question becomes at this point for Apex, right? Because I just transitioned over to PC a few months ago. I've never hit Masters. I've never even hit Diamond on either arenas or BR on my PC account, okay? I have on my PS4 account, I've hit Masters, and I've hit, I think, Diamond 2 in arenas. And my curiosity is, does my play style feed into some sort of skill-based matchmaking for Apex, and that's what loads me into these lobbies? Or is it just random luck? And when I come in, if I was a new player that just started less than 90 days ago, would I still want to play this game, right? Going into these lobbies where the skill level has a much higher ceiling. And I think for me, yeah, I think I would go to a different game if this happened consistently. And I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks, is that I feel like this has been pretty consistent, both on the BR side and the arena side. And we did see it in the Winter Express side as well, where we were going in and we were getting a lot of wins, but we were playing against a lot of Predators and Masters in those games. And for me to never see Diamond or Masters in arenas and or in the BR side on my PC account, why am I playing against all these super sweaty players, right? Take me out of the fold, because again, on my PS4 account, I have seen some of these lobbies, but PC lobbies are tougher, let's be honest. Is it picking up some sort of skill that I've got in the game? I'm a very casual player. Since I've been on my PC account, I've been playing once or twice a week for about 4-hour sessions. So I'm not putting a lot of hours into the game either. So this really brings a concern for me, because what's happening to the player base is obviously concerning, right? Because I love this game, and it's not really inviting new players to come play. And when those new players do come play, they're definitely getting into lobbies that have a much higher skill ceiling. And I'm just not quite sure on how this works. So if somebody knows out there, or if you've got a different experience, I would love to hear from you. I find that in the Apex community, most people love Apex, and they're going to continue to love Apex. So for me, I ask these questions, not to point out the flaws, but to really bring the awareness around the community. And I've had nothing but good experiences throughout this community, whether it be pro players like Tech or solo queuing, which you've seen in the past. I've done a lot of, and I've had some really great experiences with those solo queuing experiences. Every once in a while, we'll get a bonehead that we queue up with, but for the most part, out of all the games that are out right now, I think that Apex is probably one of the least toxic and one of the greatest games to go in and meet new people. So that being said, I'm just looking for answers out there and really trying to bring up some awareness, because I love this game. Again, I want to hear your experiences. Is it something that you're experiencing where it's constant super sweats, or are you getting lobbies that seem like they're closer to your skill level, or you already know what to do? Hit that subscribe down below, hit that like, leave me a comment. Let me know if you like the content or not. We put a lot of work into this, and we definitely want to make some changes so that way it's better for you, the viewers. I will say though, so far through these last 90 days or so, we've gotten to 77 subscribers. We've hit almost 50,000 views, and this is a combination between our shorts, our videos, and our live streams, so I really appreciate that. We are going to continue to strive. We are going for that 1,000 subscriber by the end of 2023, and I would love to get to 500,000 views. We're on pace to do that, and we're going to continue to bring you brand new content each and every week. So with that, I hope to see you all in the arena, and if you do see me, make sure you turn on that mic and let's focus on the dub.